I'm live? Am I live? I wonder if I could do both. Live on Instagram. I think I'm live on. Is this working? All right, good. We're live on YouTube. We're live in the microgreen support group at the same time we're on YouTube. That's good. What's up, Instagram? What's up? How we living? Got a big announcement today. Just give me a second and I'll get to it. It's going to be a good one today. The culmination of a lot of what I've had going on has come together recently. What's up, Crooked Carrot Farms? How you living? Lucian, hello. Piazza Penny, hello. I like that name. Adrian, hello. Ooh, the heavens too. That's great. We got the heavens in here saying hello. I love that. Hopefully Thoth included. Charlie's Microgreens, what's going on? Love it. SC Microgrow is in here. Hello. Raymond's Microgreens, what's going on? What's up, guys? How we doing? I'll have to drink water because I didn't have enough time to whip up a matcha. I've been obsessed with matcha lately. I'm going to tilt this down a little bit, even though we're not going to see those beautiful vines hanging from the chandelier. What's up, Maple Greens? How you living? All right, we still got some vines. I want to show you guys something amazing. Oh, we got people in YouTube as well. Will is saying hi. Rhonda, hello. Roz, Edward, Nick, KB. Try kratom. I don't really like kratom, honestly. You know, I'm good with my cannabis every here and there. I don't really have a need for kratom. What's up, Brandon, Kat? And now I've been drinking a lot of matcha. Heaven's Microgreens. Thank you. Yes, I'm staying hydrated. Cuts by David. Awesome. What's up? HC Mags. Tons of people. All right. What's going on, everybody? Amazing. Launching microgreens companies in East Africa. Green Staples Collective. No problem. I'm so glad that my content is helping. Great. We got some people coming into YouTube. I love it. We got 49 people here on YouTube. We got 25 on Instagram. Any in the support group? Not really. Oh, we got Sherry's in here. Awesome. Hey, Sherry. What's going on? I've known Sherry for years now. One of my first consultation students. That's amazing. Yes, Sherry, this is the new place. Hopefully it'll be mine one day. But yeah, I'm here in the house that my grandfather built back in '59. And I want to tell you guys, oh yeah, Maple Greens, drinking matcha. That's the only thing you drink. That's amazing. Yeah, I've been drinking nonstop matcha. Good. Glad to have you guys all in here. I'm super pumped. I'm super, super pumped because a lot of things have come together for me in the past few months. I took a very expensive course to learn how to build funnels. So I built a like funnel website, and this is a funnel website that I've wanted to be building for a long time now. It's something that I've wanted to create and launch for a long time now, and now finally the day has come. So I have so much to say. And also, before I get into it, like huge thanks to everybody viewing this right now and everybody who sees this at whatever point. You guys have been instrumental in my growth here on social media. I wouldn't have been able to be this Donnie Greens person and been able to teach if it wasn't for you guys all like watching and listening and learning. So I've loved running my microgreens business for the past 6 years. I continue to do so. We're building out the new farm in the basement of this house right now. It's such an amazing business to start. But something that's given me even probably more joy than running that business is hearing the feedback from all of you guys and letting me know how much my content is helping you. Like, I didn't really think it was going to turn into much when I started posting those YouTube videos, but it ended up working. And I've helped so many people at this point, and I have so many students, and it's like, it's amazing. And that sort of validation really runs deep for me. in just a big way, more than you guys know. So big appreciation to everybody watching, everybody seeing this video, and everybody who's supported me in the past few years on my journey. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I've had a lot of great times getting to hang out with some of you and meet some of you. So it's been a blast. So a lot of you guys know Bootstrap Farmer, right? So obviously as microgreens farmers, we grow the microgreens in trays. And everybody who's seen my YouTube videos, you guys know I always support and promote Bootstrap Farmer because I think that they have the best trays, right? They are the strongest trays pretty much on the market. They are food grade, they're food safe. They are BPA free, BPS free. And one of the things that's really cool is that they're made in the United States. So that's just awesome. Like a lot of things aren't made in the United States. So I ended up having a collaboration with Bootstrap Farmer, and we made these custom trays. These are the Donnie Greens trays. They're green and gold, which are my brand colors. And we actually had huge problems in the manufacturing process when we were making these. It was really difficult to make trays with two colors in the same tray. So we ran into a bunch of issues and they were a pain in the ass to make. So needless to say, these are going to be the only trays to ever be made with two colors, ever. Like chances are they're never going to be made again. We only printed off 19,000 of them, which seems like maybe a lot, but it's really not a lot of trays when it comes down to it. I think I sell more of those trays with Bootstrap Farmer every month just by helping promote them. So these trays are going to be really cool. They're never going to be made again. 19,000 trays, and you can get them now. They're available on the Bootstrap Farmer website. But as we did this collaboration and made these trays, I wanted to also build what I've been wanting to build for a while, which is called the One Tray Away Challenge. And the whole idea behind this challenge was one, giving a direct transformation. So really diving deep on the growing process, going along each day with you and literally like telling you all my secrets, all my tricks, all of like my thought processes and like philosophies around microgreens and growing them. And we'll probably get into some business stuff too, but specifically on growing them, I'm going to hash this out with you guys every single day. So it's almost like a grow along. So it's called the One Tray Away Challenge. You get a kit, which comes in this box. I'm about to open this up. I haven't even opened up the kit yet. So this is going to be my first time seeing the actual kit and unboxing it. So I'm really excited to see what's in here. I kind of know what's in here, by the way, obviously, but I'm going to open it up for the first time. So that's exciting. I'm going to do that here with you guys in just a second. But you get a kit and it comes with enough materials to grow 4 trays of microgreens. And you get 4 of these trays in the kit. So those will last you forever. So obviously once you're done with the seeds and the growing medium, those will be done, but these trays will last you forever. And the whole kit, the whole challenge is only $197. So like all these other microgreens courses and stuff like that, they're often selling for $500 to $1,000. This one's only $197 and it comes with supplies. These other ones don't come with supplies. So I don't even know how I was able to get it this cheap, but I was, and it's going to be the most amazing experience you ever go through relating to microgreens. That's really my goal here, is to have you guys master your growing, learn all the secrets, really understand my overarching philosophy behind growing and microgreens and all this amazing, just like thoughts that I've been able to put together over the past 6 years of running this as a business. And really just deliver that to you in a really fun way, just getting on every single day and growing with you. So it's called the One Tray Away Challenge. You can find it at onetrayaway.com. So ONE trayaway.com. So you can find out more information there, but I'm going to unbox this kit for the first time and show you guys what's inside. And I'm going to be seeing it for the first time as well. So let's get to it. Bootstrap Farmer is the ones packing this kit all up for me. So they're getting all the materials over to their warehouse, packing it up, and then sending it out. So whoever signs up for the challenge, you'll be getting the kit shipped from the Bootstrap Farmer warehouse to you. And by the way, I was at the Bootstrap Farmer warehouse, not their warehouse actually, but their manufacturing facility So I actually got to see these trays getting printed off of the press while I was there. So that was really cool. I got to learn a lot about the manufacturing process. And there's going to be videos coming out on YouTube over the next week and probably 2 weeks, really diving into their process. We shot a few podcasts while we were there, and just a lot of cool content that's going to come out this week. So let's see what we got. And by the way, the challenge actually starts on January 1st, but registration closes on December 10th. So that's less than 2 weeks away. So if you want to get into this challenge, you got to go to onetrayaway.com and register. Otherwise, you can miss out. And the first 500 people to sign up for the challenge will get these limited edition trays. After the first 500 people sign up, we're going back to the normal trays. So what comes in the kit? We got 4 trays, obviously. So, wow, this one has a lot of color in it. Look at all that color. That is crazy. Sorry, am I blocking the screen? Look at all that. So much gold. It's amazing. These might be the newer versions. So these might have more gold than this stack of trays that I have. So you get 2. These look so dope. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen this new version. These look insane. All right, very cool. Sorry, I'm a little excited myself. So you get 2 trays with holes, and then you get 2 trays without holes. Because as we know, we put 1 tray without holes, 1 tray with holes, and that's how we grow. So I have 2 tray sets for you in the kit. That way you could stack them and let them germinate. So 4 of these limited edition trays, as long as you're the first 500. We have 4 of these grow mats by TerraFiber. So these are made of hemp. And funny little story, when I was first growing microgreens, first learning how to grow, I tried to grow them on mats and I just couldn't get anything to grow. No matter what mat I used, no matter what seeds I was using, couldn't get successful grows on the grow mats. Then I switched to soil because it's traditionally a better growing medium, especially if you're running a business. But for home growing, which is really what this kit is about, it's for growing microgreens in your home, no matter what. Like, no excuses. You're not limited by where you grow. If you live in an apartment or a small house, there's no limitations. So the reason why I went with these mats is because the soil, 1, I couldn't really pack that up and ship it in the kit. But 2, I finally got successful grows. And I've tried even recently, as a really good grower at this point, I've tried other grow mats and I just couldn't get anything to work. These grow mats actually work well. And it just made sense for the kit. So I'm going to teach you how to grow on these grow mats. There's 4 of them that comes in the kit. So you have 4 grows there. And then you have these special seed packets. So it says the One Tray Away Challenge on them. These were made by TerraFiber, these grow mats. The trays are obviously Bootstrap Farmer. And then these seeds are by True Leaf Market. So this is a collaboration between all 3 of us, Donnie Greens, True Leaf Market, and Bootstrap Farmer. And then, of course, TerraFiber. So it comes with 4 seed packs. So these are already pre-measured seed packs. They're ready to go into your tray. You just pour them out into a cup, which I'm going to show you during the challenge. And then you can spread them right on your tray. Each seed pack equals 1 tray of microgreens. So you don't have to worry about weighing anything out or having a scale or anything like that. They're pre-measured to the exact seed density that you want. All right. And it comes with 2 broccoli and 2 radish, because traditionally radish are kind of like the easiest to grow. And this radish has purple in it. They look really awesome. And they have a nice spicy flavor. Then the broccoli are the healthiest of all the microgreens. And I had to include broccoli in this. Like, they're just the best. They're probably my favorite flavor-wise. And the health benefits are just astronomical. So I had to choose those. Let's see what else is in here. Looks like Bootstrap Farmer threw in a sticker. So I didn't really know about that. Looks like you're going to be getting a Bootstrap Farmer sticker. That's cool. There's a little note in here from me. So this is like a little postcard. It's actually a lot thinner than I thought it was going to be. This is very flexible. This was supposed to be on thicker cardstock, but whatever. It gets the job done, right? So there's the back of it. You're only 1 tray away. And then the front of it is me on there. And I have a little message to you. I'm not going to read the message because you'll have to buy the kit to read the message. Then there's a True Leaf Market little promo flyer in here. And this is what it's supposed to feel like, thicker. But yeah, I think that's it for the kit. Looks like that's everything in here, which is absolutely correct. That's pretty much what I was expecting. So the kit itself really isn't the value of this one tray away challenge. The value is in the challenge itself, being able to get on with me every single day of your growth cycle, learn all the master secrets, and really just get an experience that isn't available anywhere else on the market. This kit and getting some of the best materials on the market delivered to your door along with the challenge, that's basically like free, right? Like that's just like kind of like the free bonus part of it. Really the challenge itself and my education that I'm going to give you during the challenge, that is the real value. What's up, Michael Hicks? I see you're in here. Rocky River Microgreens. What's up, guys? Thank you, Sherry. Thanks again for joining today, guys. This was awesome. I'm so pumped that I got to unbox this kit for you. In case you weren't here, this is the One Tray Away Challenge kit that you can get at onetrayaway.com. It comes with 4 grow mats, 4 trays. If you're in the first 500 people to buy the kit, you'll get the limited edition trays. It comes with a few little bonuses, little papers, and then it comes with 4 seed packs by True Leaf Market that are ready to go. You don't even have to weigh them out. So pretty exciting. And this kit is the free part of the challenge. The challenge is really about the challenge. It's about the education and the transformation that you're going to be getting during the challenge. So super pumped, really excited to start this challenge. And the whole idea behind it was that you're only one tray away, right? Like learning how to grow microgreens for me was probably, thinking back, the most impactful experience of my life. I don't think anything looking back would be more impactful on my life than learning how to grow microgreens, because it's led me down this path of being able to be food secure, being able to grow food for myself, improve my health by growing my own food right at home. And then it's led me into starting my own business, like my first business, right? I always had this entrepreneurial itch that I needed to scratch my whole life. And then finally, I developed a passion for agriculture. And then finally, microgreens allowed me to actually start my own business. And I think it's something that everybody could really do. So it was so impactful there. It led me to starting my own business. And then it led me to taking it even further than just having my own microgreens farm and actually being able to educate and provide value to the masses at scale by teaching you guys what I'm doing and providing that value in that educational manner, which, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, has been just so amazing and so filling for me and my soul. So really learning to grow microgreens is the most impactful experience that I've ever learned. And you really are only one tray away to having that same experience yourself. If somebody learns from the wrong person, gets bad advice, buys the wrong materials, and ends up having a bad your first growing experience, that's like my biggest fear for people like getting into this and learning the microgreens ways, is like, imagine that happens and then they never grow again and never get to start their own business or grow food for their family or have any of these amazing things that have happened for me. That's like my biggest fear. So I wanted to make sure that people had an opportunity to get in the right way, learn the right information, get some of the right materials, some of the best materials on the market, learn from a professional grower who has been doing this for 6 years commercially, and have just a really positive first experience. Aside from just having a positive first grow, being able to experience this with me inside the challenge is going to be a whole experience in and of itself. Like you guys have seen through my videos how tight and efficient I am, but also on certain things like live streams. And when I would go live in the microgreen support group for that year, every week, like it's a fun time. Like I love sharing these experiences with you. And it seems like everybody has a lot of fun. It's kind of just like takes the stress out of things, makes it a little less serious, but we're still learning a tremendous amount of information. So aside from just the positive experience of having a real successful grow on preferably and hopefully your first try, you're also going to be able to get this huge experience going through it with me. There's so much included in the course besides just the growing and the teaching and the learning. I provided a bunch of free bonuses in there. You'll see it if you go to onetrayaway.com. There's a ton of free bonuses. There's a few additional things that you could buy as you're checking out, some additional like value-driven stuff. And it's just amazing. I'm super pumped to be able to do this. The price is so insanely cheap. Like, I can't believe I was able to get this price down to $197. It's just amazing. I feel like really anybody can afford that. These materials alone are worth over $100. So that's cool. So you're really getting a world-class microgreens growing educational experience for like $100. It's insane. So I don't know. What else do I really have to say? I'm just really pumped, really excited. I'm thankful for everybody who watches my content. I'm thankful for everybody who interacts with it and likes the stuff and actually comments and lets me know that you're gaining value from the stuff that I put out. That means the world for me. That's been really amazing. I'm really thankful for you guys. And sometimes people ask, like, how can I give back? You've helped me out so much with your YouTube videos. You've helped me out so much with your content. I've learned so much from you. And that's amazing. And that fills me up in and of itself. But if there is a way that you want to give back and a way that you want to support me right now, even further, if you can go to onetrayaway.com and just buy the challenge, get the kit and participate in it, like, that would mean the world for me. Like, this is the biggest thing that I've probably created since the start of my entrepreneurial career. So this is like the biggest thing I've done. It's what's most exciting for me right now. I think the price and the value is totally amazing and totally right. I've teamed up with some of the best companies in the industry. They're going to be helping to promote it. And I feel really good about it. I feel really proud. And so if you guys are looking for a way to give back to me, this is the time to do it. You can go to onetrayaway.com and buy into the challenge. It's going to be an amazing time. So I don't know. What else do I have to say? Do I have anything else? I'm just really pumped. It's going to be a fun time. It starts on January 1st, but you're going to get your kit before that. The kits are going to be shipping out on December 10th. So that way they hopefully get there for Christmas. And also, it's a great gift for Christmas. If you guys were trying to look for a Christmas gift at the last second, works great as a Christmas gift. Also, if you have kids, it's awesome to buy into the challenge, get through the holiday season and all that craziness. But then January 1st, start the challenge with me and your kids. That could be a really fun, really awesome experience for you guys. There's already a few people who told me that they're going to be doing that. What else? Just really looking forward to giving you the best experience I possibly can. So if you're looking to take the challenge, if you're up to it, if you're up to the challenge, then you can sign up at onetrayaway.com. And I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it if you guys sign up. That'd be amazing. And I look forward to seeing you in that challenge and hitting it off and teaching you guys as much information as I possibly can. So I'll stay on here for a few minutes if you guys have any questions. The page that I built, onetrayaway.com, it is it's pretty thorough. It has all the information on there that I think you would need. But if you have any other questions, I'm happy to answer them now. Brandon Samoans is just getting up with their micro biz. That's awesome. Micro Life Farm. Even if you already have a microgreens business or if you're already growing, stuff like that, this challenge is still going to be good for you. I haven't taught growing microgreens in this way anywhere. I haven't taught it on YouTube. I haven't taught it in any of the other courses I've been involved with. So this truly will be a unique experience. And if you are already growing, if you already have a business, that's fine. You're still going to gain a ton of value out of this course. Yeah, we were talking about matcha. That's my new drink. It's awesome that you're getting started with your microgreens business. Love it. Empress Vicky says, I would love to start a microgreens business. Well, that's amazing. I mean, I kind of came into this wanting to start a microgreens business. I was really craving starting a business and being an entrepreneur. And I knew I wanted to do something in agriculture. So microgreens ended up being the perfect segue into entrepreneurship in the agriculture market. And it totally works. So Empress Vicky, if you're thinking about starting your business, if you haven't started growing yet, or even if you have, I highly recommend taking the challenge, onetrayaway.com. It's going to help you out big time and really set you up to start your business, because step one of starting your business is really mastering your growing process. And that's exactly what this challenge does. Dave, no problem. Brandon's going to be hitting me up shortly for a consultation. Sounds awesome. Happy to do that for you. HC was being pretty rude. Thanks, Vault Boy, for backing me up. Thanks, Ronnie Ross, for the encouragement. I need 40 more trays. Awesome, Ronnie. Well, you can get them. You can get these limited edition ones through the kit or right on the Bootstrap Farmer website if you need them in bulk. But they will be selling out. We only printed out 19,000 of these trays, and they're going to go pretty fast. No, unfortunately, I can't ship the kit to Europe. So if you're outside of the United States and you want to take the challenge, you can totally sign up for the challenge. The only difference is you won't be getting a kit. I promise you, you will get your money's worth out of the challenge. You will be getting that value out of the challenge, even without the kit. But unfortunately, we can't ship these kits outside the United States just yet. Maybe after this first challenge run that starts on January 1st, assuming it goes really well, I'm sure it will. Then maybe I could start talking to Bootstrap Farmer and seeing if we can start shipping long distance. But right now it's only United States, but you can still sign up for the challenge. If you're outside the United States, you can sign up for the challenge. You just won't get your kit. That's all. The size of the trays are 10 inches by 20 inches. So these are your typical standard 1020 microgreens trays, thin, extra strength, extra durable. These are Bootstrap Farmer trays. They're just green and gold because it's a collaboration between me and Bootstrap Farmer. So my brand colors are green and gold. That's what we did. Epic 808 Vibes is saying that they're in. That's awesome. Love it. Super pumped to have you in. Can't wait to jam out with you on the challenge. What else? Arne, is it possible to order to Germany? So you can totally take the challenge if you're in Germany. You just won't get a kit. So you can follow along with your own growing materials. RPP is saying that microgreens aren't totally sellable from MX. I'm assuming that's Mexico. They are totally sellable in Mexico. They are sellable everywhere. You just have to learn how to sell them. So there's a market for microgreens everywhere across the whole globe. I know microgreens growers in every single country pretty much. All different types of social dynamics in the areas that people have businesses. It's crazy. You can really, truly do this everywhere because people are eating everywhere. Everybody needs to eat. And you're really at the end of the day, you're growing food for people. It just happens to be the healthiest food on the planet. And in current times, everybody's looking to get their immune system up. The health industry is rocking and rolling and just catapulting really at exponential rates. This is one of the best businesses you can start. If not kit, can we get microgreen seeds? Yeah, you can order seeds from wherever ships to your country or your area. I just recommend getting as high quality seeds as possible because that's going to help your grow go better. Will I talk about pricing? Yeah, the price of the challenge is only $197. So you can get into the challenge for $197. There's a few additional things that you can get for extra money. But you'll see that as you're checking out some additional bonuses that you can buy. There's a software in there, and then there's a VIP experience. But those aren't necessary. You don't need to buy those. So the base cost of the kit is $197. It comes with the whole challenge. It comes with the trays. I totally forgot to mention before that I'm also giving away prizes. So for people who join the challenge, I'm giving away 5 free consultations. I'm giving away 3 of my new farm planner softwares. Plus, it's going to come with a consultation. So I'm going to teach you how to use my software live. And I'm even going to build out your farm with you. So if you're thinking about building out a farm and you're really up to that stage, you're ready to start your business, but need to build your farm, I'm going to teach you everything I know about building your farm, along with a software that you can use to actually plan it out spatially and see where everything needs to go. So I'm doing that with 3 people are going to win that. And then I'm also giving a full at-home rack setup, which is worth like $1,000. I'm giving that out as well to one lucky winner. Only one lucky winner is going to be getting that grow rack. It comes with 3 lights, 3 of my Sunblaster lights. It comes with a grow rack. It comes with a weatherproof mat. So that way you can do it in your home anywhere, like no excuses. It comes with a light timer. It comes with a power strip. It comes with 30 of these limited edition trays. So you're going to have plenty of those. And then it comes with a bunch of seeds as well. So you'll have plenty of stuff there if you're the one lucky winner who gets that at-home grow rack. Awesome. Thanks, guys. What else we got? Jeff Top is, I've been growing for personal consumption, but I'm now moving down the West Coast and looking forward towards your teaching. Awesome, Jeff. It sounds like you're kind of at the perfect stage of your microgreens growing journey, if you will, to get into this challenge. So based on the fact that you've been doing some personal consumption, might want to jump into a business, highly recommend this challenge. It's going to really help you in a big way, especially for the part of your microgreens journey that you're on. So that's OneTrayAway.com. I hope to see you in there. Is there any auto software included? So one of the additional things that you can get is a crop, what do I call it? A crop tracker. So you can actually track your grows as you grow and take detailed notes on what you're growing. And that's just super helpful for like really dialing your crop processes, your crop cycles, really understanding what happens on each day of your crop and taking notes of like what's happening for you. So if you run into trouble, like you'll be able to see that it's always happening on this day. It's a really awesome software, and it's really for crop tracking. And it comes with the software, and I also teach you how to use it. And that's only $33. So you'll see that when you're checking out. Ronnie Ross is going to be buying the course next Friday. Awesome. But yeah, no auto software, but you're going to be getting the crop tracking software if you choose to get that product along with your challenge. The new rings of power is not good. I'm not sure what that means. Do you teach how to start a business doing this? And do you teach who to sell to? So JD, one of the free bonuses that come with the One Tray Away challenge is Microgreens Business Secrets, which I go into not in deep detail, but in light detail. I go into basically what it actually takes to start a profitable microgreens business. Plenty of people try to start their microgreens businesses and they flop. Plenty of people start their microgreens businesses and just take off and do really well. So I'm going to break it down and show you what it takes to actually create a successful business. So with that free bonus that I added into the challenge, you will be able to get some business knowledge along with this One Tray Away challenge. But the first skill that you need if you're going to be starting a business is growing and mastering your growing process. So this challenge is going to be great for you regardless. But yes, it also does. It also does come with Microgreens Business Secrets as a freebie. Amazon really messed the show up. Sorry to say. I'm not really sure what you're talking about. Mrs. Powerwash, hello from Ohio. Hello, hello. Why not partner with some of your clients to franchise out? Yeah, I mean, I don't think the microgreens business really works that great as a franchise. I think that anybody could start this business for like $1,000. So and you can do it from your home, which is often what I consider the best place to start. So I don't think franchising is really the way to go here. I'd much rather, educate people, get them off on the right foot, and get them growing that way. Hopefully make a little bit of money selling some educational software, some education, some courses, and FarmStar will be coming out as well. So JD says, I'm buying it now. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. I'm pumped to see you in there. That'll be great. My family will be creating our farm with microgreens and mushrooms. Awesome, David. Highly recommend you get into this challenge so that way you can learn how to grow really well, become a master grower, because that's the first skill that you're going to need to start your microgreens business. And then it also comes with Microgreens Business Secrets as a freebie, which kind of tells you what you're really going to need to be able to run a successful business and not have it flop. So it'll be great for you. Pumped to have you in there. You can get it at OneTrayAway.com. Nels Urban Greens is asking, Will you be growing on soil or grow mats for the challenge? So in the challenge, I'm going to be growing on grow mats, right? The challenge kit comes with grow mats. So I'm going to be growing on grow mats. And the reason why is because well, there's a few reasons why, but the first reason is because there is no feasible way to really pack up a kit for you with soil in it. There's no good way to pack up Pro Mix, which is the soil that I use and that I recommend. There's really no way to pack that up in the kit and get it to you. It would have been just not logistically feasible. So that was the first reason. The second reason was that TerraFiber was starting to expand out and Bootstrap Farmer started carrying their products. And I have never liked grow mats at all, period. I've always hated grow mats since I started growing and having those terrible experiences. And then even like trying within the past year to grow on grow mats because my farm went down in April. A lot of you guys know the story, big problems with my landlord. I haven't had my farm up since April. It's almost done being built downstairs though. Since I had the farm down, I still wanted to grow microgreens, but growing inside with soil is just kind of like messy and annoying. And so one, I needed to learn how to grow on grow mats properly. And out of all the grow mats I tried to use, they all sucked besides these grow mats. These TerraFiber grow mats, I was actually able to get to work and actually work like foolproof. Like they work well. Like perfect germination rates every single time. I have it mastered. I have the growing process down pat. And that's why I'm also confident in creating this challenge for you because I'm going to teach you exactly what I've learned in growing on these grow mats. So with that being said, I do believe that soil is the best growing medium that you can use. I use ProMix MP Organic, especially if you're running a commercial business. You're going to get higher quality crops and all that good stuff, higher yields and all that. But for growing at home, this is definitely better because you don't have to use soil and get all messy. I was doing soil and doing like the outdoor indoor thing. That wasn't really, I wasn't too pumped about that. But these grow mats aren't messy, so you can really do it in your own home. One of the big goals of this challenge that I want to accomplish was making sure that nobody had any like rebuttals or excuses like, oh, I can't grow them because this and that and the other thing. Oh, I don't have enough money, or oh, I don't have enough space, or whatever people say. There's all these excuses that people have, right? And I wanted to kill all those excuses and make it so anybody can do this. So you don't need soil. It's not going to be messy. All the space that it really takes up is a 10 by 20 space, right? So anybody can do this. You can do it in your home. You can do it in your apartment. And so this is like one of the big reasons why I went with the mats. It was easier to pack up in the kit and really the only way we could do it as a kit. It's much better experience for growing at home, which is really kind of what this challenge is focused around. I'm going to get into soil growing too. I'll get into the benefits and differences, benefits, drawbacks. I'm going to get into that in the course. It's going to be a full-on education. But for this kit and for this challenge, the grow mats made a lot of sense. And actually, I've gotten to a point where I actually enjoy growing on these mats, which I never thought I would be enjoying growing on mats. But sure enough, I'm enjoying it. Yes, you can add additional nutrients if you want, but in the challenge, I'm not recommending any of that. You don't need nutrients to grow microgreens. All of the energy is in the seed, and it's not exhausted from the seed because you're harvesting the plant at such a young age. So the seed didn't get a chance to get exhausted and use all the nutrition that's in that seed yet. So therefore, you really don't need nutrients to grow microgreens. I've never used nutrients in my life for my business, for personal use. Mats, soil, whatever seeds, never use nutrients, period, end of story. I just think it's easier. If you don't have to use nutrients, why use nutrients? So I'm going to be teaching without nutrients. Not doing any wheatgrass for this grow. So you can totally grow wheatgrass. If you want to buy some wheat berries and grow some wheatgrass, go for it. But we're not going to be doing any wheatgrass in this challenge. For this challenge, what we're going to be doing is it comes with 2 trays of broccoli and 2 trays of radish. So I'm probably going to be growing them both side by side and showing you that way. So that way you can see both. And that way, whatever people want to grow, If you want to grow radish for your first grow, or if you want to grow broccoli for your first grow, or if you want to grow both at the same time, which is going to be a little bit trickier, I highly recommend doing one at a time. Then you can kind of pick and choose and do whatever you want. So there's radish, 2 trays of radish, and 2 trays of broccoli for a total of 4 trays. So you'll use those seed packs and they'll be done. You'll use these grow mats and they'll be done. And then the trays you'll have forever. The first 500 people to sign up for the challenge will get the limited edition Donnie Green's trays. So that's pretty cool. Have you tried the stainless steel mesh? How do they compare to these mats? No, actually, believe it or not, I have not used those stainless steel mats. I don't like the idea of using metals with the foods. Heavy metals is a big problem for like health purposes. Heavy metals are causing a lot of problems and wreaking a lot of havoc in our bodies. So if I can stay away from metals in the growing process, I'm going to try my best to. These grow mats are made of hemp. So this is just a plant material. Also, one of the biggest reasons why I hate the mesh screens, whether they're plastic or metal, whatever, is that they're going to be a huge pain in the ass to clean. All right. Trying to scrape all the roots out of that and then get everything out of the little holes and then like have it completely clean and then sanitize, like it's just a nightmare. Like nobody wants to be doing that. So I don't recommend any reusable growing mediums. If I was going to do anything that was like super lean where I didn't want to use a growing medium, I would just put the seeds out just in the tray and try to let them form a root mass together. And that kind of becomes their base. But I don't do that either. I don't really recommend that. What's your preference, longboarding versus skateboarding? So when I was young, I was into skateboarding and me and my friends would ride around the neighborhood and all that stuff. And I was bad. I was not a good skateboarder, guys. Like I was too much of a weenie to really get good. I was I had some self-preservation, let's put it that way. I didn't really like getting hurt. And you can get hurt pretty bad skateboarding. So I never was good, but I was super into it. I watched like the movies like Lords of Dogtown and what's that other one that we were obsessed with? Oh my gosh. I can't remember it right now, but it'll come to me. And I wanted to be sponsored. Here's like the whole story behind this, behind that commercial. If you guys have saw the commercial that just posted on my reels, that's a collaboration with the Bootstrap Farmer. Yeah, it was Grind. Was it Grind? I think it was Grind. Hold on, guys. Let me look this up quick. I don't know why I'm spacing out. With Sweet Lou, is that the one? Yeah, Grind. Oh my gosh. Yes, Grind was the movie. So I was obsessed with that movie, Grind. Grind and Lords of Dogtown, like I watched so many times when I was a kid. And here's how this really came about with this filming that skating commercial with Bootstrap Farmer. Nick at Bootstrap Farmer, he's one of their main people, and he's big into skateboarding and longboarding. We were on the phone this morning and he has over 20 full-on like skateboards and longboards fully put together and enough supplies to make a bunch more. So he's super into it. He learned that I was super into it. So when I went to Bootstrap Farmer and actually visited the team, he brought skateboards and longboards and we actually went skating and longboarding together. So now let's rewind. So when I was younger, I wanted to be sponsored, right? Because in Grind, like the big thing was like he wanted to get seen and he wanted to get sponsored. And then finally at the end of the movie, like the main character gets sponsored by one of the skate companies. I think it might have been Hurley. It was either Hurley or Independent, I think. So he finally gets sponsored. So I wanted to be sponsored, but there was no shot in hell I was getting sponsored. I was a shitty skateboarder, to say the least. All right. So then years go by, right? And I become an entrepreneur, which is really, truly my passion and my calling, not skateboarding. And then it all works out well for me. I become a successful microgreens farmer. And then I start the YouTube channel and I get a little bit well known in the microgreens industry via social media. And then I ended up essentially getting sponsored by some of the top companies in the farming industry, in the microgreens industry. So like this this kit is a culmination of like my whole life's dreams and passions and desires and purpose, right? Like I wanted to be sponsored by the skate company. I ended up following like what I was really meant to do, which was farming and agriculture and entrepreneurship. And then I end up getting collaborations and deals with the biggest companies. Bootstrap Farmer and True Leaf Market are definitely the two biggest companies in the microgreens industry. And now here I am making a collaboration kit with them, getting custom trays built, custom seed packs built. So I'm essentially sponsored, if you will. And so I'm there with Nick and we're skateboarding and longboarding. And he's like, and then he hears the story, right? Because we're shooting podcasts. So he hears the story. And then he's like, yo, we got to film a commercial. So he filmed that commercial of me longboarding through, what was that? I think that was Kansas City. I think that was, yeah, Kansas City. So it was me longboarding through Kansas City with a tray of microgreens. And then of course there's like music and me talking in the background, but that's the whole story behind like shooting that commercial. And then like the culmination of all this happening and the skating, why the skating was involved. Because I'm sure a lot of you were like, why is he on a skateboard? Like, how does this relate? And there you go. That's the whole story. So thanks, Michael. Yeah, I agree. I think it is kind of an epic story. You cannot reuse the mats. No, it's a single time use. But luckily you get 4 of them in the kit, and then you could buy more if you need. And I'm going to supply links and everything to buy more when you run out. Bunch of people are buying the kit now. Awesome. If you guys are joining in late, you can buy the One Tray Away Challenge kit at onetrayaway.com. And it comes with all this stuff here. Not my knife, that's my knife. But it comes with 4 Bootstrap Farmer trays. If you're one of the first 500 people to get in on this challenge, you're going to get the limited edition Donnie Greens trays, which we only printed 19,000 of them. So that's 2,000 right away in the first 500 kits. They're going to sell out very quickly. You can see that they're green and gold. They're the only trays that are ever going to be made with 2 colors, probably. Then it comes with 4 of these grow mats by TerraFiber, the only mats that I've actually been able to get growing on successfully. And then 4 of these seed packets, which have enough seeds for 1 tray. So you can get that at the One Tray Away Challenge. And it's not really just about the kit. The kit is really some like what you get for free. The One Tray Away Challenge is really going through the growing process with me, holding your hand as a professional grower and learning all my best secrets, all my philosophies, like everything I've learned in the past 6 years as a commercial grower. Like I'm going to be passing that down to you over the course of this challenge, which is about 10 days. So it's going to be really awesome. There's nothing like this on the market at all. Nothing that's being sold on the market in terms of like education also comes with a kit and a course, or I mean, also comes with like materials, like a kit to grow with. So, and it's also the cheapest of everything out there too, at $197. So, this really truly is very, very unique. OneTrayAway.com. I just put it in the chat. Probably should have put that in the beginning, huh? Well, I'm not used to going live on YouTube. This might even be my first live. On YouTube, at least. Will we have a group chat to ask questions? Yes, absolutely. Happy Farm. You're going to get access to the One Tray Away community when you join the One Tray Away Challenge. And if you upgrade to the VIP experience, after you purchase the challenge, you're going to be asked if you want the VIP experience. You'll get into the VIP group as well. But yes, there's going to be a group for only One Tray Away challengers. That's not just like an open group like the Facebook group. It's going to be exclusive to just people who join the challenge. All right. Few people are buying it now. That's awesome. OneTrayAway.com if you guys want it. Getting it later today. Awesome. Glad to see you in there. You're going to love it, I promise. Awesome, awesome. What do you recommend for lights? So Deborah, I'm going to be recommending lights in the course because I couldn't really fit a light in here. Um, I didn't want it to break either. I didn't want to ship a kit that could break. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little like introduction video that's going to let you know any additional supplies that you may need for this challenge. And you really don't need anything else. You can do this challenge with just what comes in the kit, and you could use like a window, but it does work better with a grow light. So I'm going to make my grow light recommendations in the challenge. So once you get in, you'll see like links and stuff to this, to anything that I recommend that would be helpful for the challenge. And I'm going to be recommending a few different lights, but I'm going to strongly recommend the one light that I've always used and that I'm still using to this day, which is the Sunblaster lights. But don't worry, once you're in the challenge, you're going to be fully set up and I'll give you all that information. All right, so SE is asking, are the trays with or without holes or two of each? So that's right, you get two of each. So you get two with holes and two without holes. Nice, JD to sign up with the VIP. Awesome. So pumped to have you in there. It's going to be, if you're in the VIP experience, it's going to be a real tight experience. I'm going to be live with you every single day during your whole crop cycle, answering questions, troubleshooting, whatever you need. And we can talk about anything too. VIP experience people will get to ask me anything you guys want. And for those of you who have known me for a little while, I am an open book. You can ask me literally anything. Even if it's not relating to microgreens, I'm sure if you guys ask me things about my social life or my personal life, I'm sure I'll answer those too. But yeah, we will definitely have a group chat. Regardless, even if you're not in VIP, we will have a group chat. Awesome, Happy Farm. I promise you, if you get into the One Tray Away challenge, you will not be disappointed. You will only be blown away. The whole point of this challenge, like, I'm gonna provide so much value. You guys aren't even gonna know what to do with it. Well, you're gonna know exactly what to do with it because you're gonna be growing more trays. You're gonna have microgreens coming out your ears. But like, the goal of this challenge wasn't to make as much money as possible. The goal of this challenge was to have it be a really cheap price for an insane amount of value. That way you guys have a good experience, not only with growing microgreens, but with me, right? I want you guys to have a good experience with me. We're gonna have an awesome time. So that's the whole point with this. If you guys do end up, spending that small amount of $197, there's no doubt in my mind you are going to have the most amazing experience of your life, the most amazing experience, maybe not of your life, right? People get married, people have kids. So I'm not saying that, but you will have the best microgreens experience of your life, hands down. There's nothing else out there that's like this for microgreens. And furthermore, I can guarantee that based on the price that you pay, when you go through this challenge, you will feel like you got way more value out of it than what you paid for. And that's one of my big goals. Pumped to see JD is in there with the VIP. That's awesome. Using coconut soil brick to grow my microgreens, and they're growing quite well. Oh my gosh, I hate coconut. I hate those soil bricks. You have to rehydrate them with the water, which is a huge pain in the ass. That was actually what I originally was looking into for this kit, was the coconut coir, because I liked the idea of growing with like a soil-based medium. But that grew my microgreens way worse than these mats, which I was really surprised about. I had a really bad experience using the cocoa coir, the little brick that you have to rehydrate. Rehydrating it was a disaster and super annoying. It's super messy, insanely messy, way worse than soil. It was like the opposite experience that I wanted. The second I started rehydrating that block and I started like experiencing like that process, I was like, no way I would make anybody do this. This is a terrible nightmare experience. So once I had the mats growing well, I was like, wow, this is easy. I'm going to be able to teach anybody this. Nobody's going to screw this up with my directions. So I have a grow room set up in my barn for growing plants for my garden, and I'm looking for like-minded community. Learning more about microgreens is a big bonus. I'm not selling anything, growing for family. Awesome. Yeah. Look, Happy Farm. I have a Facebook group of like 38,000 people. It's just, you're not going to get the same like close experience as you will with this in terms of like finding other like-minded growers. The people in that group come from everywhere, and they're oftentimes looking to make a quick buck because I help people with microgreens businesses. But this specific challenge is really geared towards, yes, if you want to start a business in the future, this is definitely going to help you master your growing. So it's definitely helpful for people starting a business, who want to start a business, who want to start a business and haven't started growing, or even people who have a business. But it's really more specifically geared towards people who are just starting out, people who want to learn how to grow microgreens, who want to master that skill, who want to grow food for their families, be healthier, be more self-sufficient, have a new little activity to do with the kids. Like this is, I wrote it on the main, on the website page, like this would be a great opportunity to do with your kids. 197 bucks for all the materials. And then you get the full on grow experience that you could watch every day with your kids. That's amazing. What better experience could you have with your kids? And the kits will ship out in time for Christmas. So if you want to do this for Christmas, it's perfect timing. And the challenge actually starts like with the grow along on January 1st, because I wanted to get everybody through the holidays because that's always a crazy time. January 1st, we'll hit it. It's often a good time for people to like start new habits and stuff. So Happy Farm GA, no doubt, if you take this challenge, you're going to have an amazing experience. It's going to be worth way more than what you pay for it. And you're going to have a group of people who actually spent a little bit of money, got in with the course, and like really wanted to learn growing microgreens and go through this challenge. So you're going to be with like-minded people for sure. And I'm sure that you're going to be able to make a few friends from there. Yeah. So Jojo, I hate that the bricks, they're terrible. I would never put somebody through that experience, and I will never put myself through that experience again. The only way I would use that stuff is if it was like for outside, like if I was putting into garden beds or something. Link to the trays on Bootstrap Farmer. You should be able to find them. I don't have a direct link to that, but you can get them at onetrayaway.com in the kit, or go to Bootstrap Farmer and find them on their website. They have them up. I saw them. All right. Hello from Motor City. Awesome. Yeah. 619 OTA. It was definitely grind with the clowns in it. Yeah. That was the Sweet Loot. That was the dude's family were clowns. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes, it was grind. I'm so pumped that you guys actually know that movie. That is such a random movie to know. I'm so pumped that a few of you guys know that. Onetrayaway.com. It's tagged up top. Order the Barina 42 watts. Yeah, I mean, Deborah, you can use those. They're not what I would recommend, but I also haven't really tested those lights against other stuff either. And a lot of other growers do recommend them. So I'm going to be including those as a secondary source for grow lights. So if you have a few of those Barinas, you'll be fine. Jojo, yes, this challenge will work in the UK. You just won't get a challenge kit. So you'll be able to go through the whole challenge. You'll have the whole experience. You just won't get your kit in the mail. And it's the same price too. Unfortunately, that's just like the big drawback. We couldn't ship these to anywhere outside the United States. So you're going to learn a tremendous amount of information and gain a ton of value by taking the challenge. You just won't get the kit. That's all. Yes, the whole challenge will be recorded. It's going to be like in the future, you'll be able to do it at any time. Like it won't be, you have to wait till January 1st. In the future, you can get your kit and start at any time, and the videos will be in there already. So yes, even if you like work at night or anything like that, you will have full access to the course. You don't have to worry about that. And then if you're in the VIP experience, I'm going to be doing the VIP sessions probably around 7 or 8 p.m. at night, because that tends to be where most people are off. But if you're working overnight and you can't make it to that, then yes, the live recordings will be recorded as well and uploaded to the VIP area. Awesome, Clever. That's sick. Glad to hear that you're a grower from Brazil. That's so cool. I've never been to Brazil. I would love to go. If you're not on Facebook, that's not a problem. I'm probably going to do any live sessions via Zoom, and I'm probably going to do the community stuff off of Facebook. Nice. Jesse just got the VIP. That's amazing. Awesome. It's going to be really fun. And especially for the VIPers, like I'm going to be in there with you live every day, really holding your hand. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm sure we're going to be able to get pretty close and get to know each other a lot better. The videos will always be available after the challenge. Absolutely. How do you join? You go to onetrayaway.com. There's a little link at the top that's pinged. You can just copy and paste that. It's ONETRAYAWAY.com. Yep. The site is still up, so it's definitely there. It's definitely there. So just go to onetrayaway.com. Deborah, maybe you spelled it wrong. Double check your spelling. And it's not the number one, it's ONE spelled out one. Onetrayaway.com. The videos will always be available after, absolutely. Yes, the VIP will start. This whole first challenge is going to start on January 1st. So this is all going to start on January 1st. Any more questions on here? Nino Greens, I want to praise Donnie. I've learned everything from his videos. Today, I sell 500 packages every day. Every day I plant and every day I cut and deliver. Thank you, Donnie. You're very welcome, Nino Greens. Happy to hear it, man. I'm glad to hear that my content is helping you. And for anybody who's going to take this challenge, it's going to help you as well. If I could help Nino Greens to get himself selling 500 packages a day, I'm sure I could help you as well. I'm used to helping people start their businesses. So this is going to be even easier for me, but it's going to be still very beneficial. For those of you joining in late and you don't know what the challenge is, it's the One Tray Away Challenge. So go to onetrayaway.com and you'll be able to see the challenge right there and get all the information that you need. It's called the One Tray Away Challenge. All the information is right on that site. Nice. Awesome. Happy Farms is in. So pumped to have you in. Very excited to meet you. Cocoa Coir comes in bags. Yeah. So I'm happy with the grow mats for this one, but yeah, I would potentially use that outside. VIP is $47, and this is all on the checkout. When you guys are checking out at onetrayaway.com, you will see all that information. You'll have access to any of the additional bonuses if you want. JD, don't worry about it. Everything will be recorded, and I don't know, if you have a partner who can join maybe while you're at work, that could be fine. Or when you get home from work, check out the video when you get home. I'm sure you're going to gain a ton of value from it, and I'm sure you'll be able to make at least a few of the live sessions. All right, my friends, it looks like that's about all the questions. So for those of you joining in late, really quickly, I was just talking about the One Tray Away Challenge. This is probably the biggest thing I've ever done in my whole life, period, end of story. It's a huge collaboration with me, True Leaf Market, Bootstrap Farmer, and Terra Fiber. The One Tray Away Challenge is this awesome 10-day challenge where I'm with you every day, teaching you how to grow, teaching you all my professional secrets, ninja secrets. And you're really just going to get a master education in growing microgreens at home. It comes with a free kit and enough to grow 4 trays of microgreens, although the trays you'll have forever. And the first 500 people to sign up for this challenge will get the limited edition Donnie Greens trays. So the time of the videos are probably going to be around 7 or 8 p.m. EST because most people work during the day, but we can talk about that in the future. Is it okay to have business questions during VIP? Absolutely. Like I said before, I'm an open book with everything. You can ask me business questions, growing questions, ask me questions about my personal life, ask me questions about my girlfriend, ask me questions about my family, my grandma, my sister, whatever you guys want. If you're paying me for a VIP experience, I'm going to give you whatever you want. So we're going to have a ton of fun, right? Hands down, we're going to have a ton of fun, but we're also going to learn a ton of information, and I'm going to give you guys a ton of value. So yes, you can ask whatever questions you have during VIP. And when you buy the course, not the course, but the challenge, you get this like mini product that I call Microgreens Business Secrets, where I dive into the business side of things a little bit. So everybody will have access to that. But if you're in VIP, yeah, we can talk about anything you want. Is there a way to sign up for the VIP later if we can't afford to sign up for both the challenge and VIP today? No, unfortunately, the VIP is only available when you're at checkout. So, I mean, you could buy the kit today and then buy another kit in the future and then also get the the VIP experience, but it has to be purchased at checkout. And it even says on the page, like, this is a one-time offer. So it really is. Dejan Nixon bought the Freedom Farms course to start my business. What do you think about them? They invited me to create that course for them and I turned them down. I didn't want to work with them. I didn't like what they were doing. And I had a feeling they were going to screw me over. And then looking at what happened into the future and looking at the courses that they put out and how they're promoting it and the deals that they're giving, yep, they totally screwed over the farmers. So not to talk bad about them, but it's just the truth. That's how I feel about them. And the brand is called Freedom Farmers, but if I made a course with them, they wouldn't even let me own the course. If I made a course with them, they would then own the IP. So how much freedom do I really have being a farmer, helping you to promote your brand as Freedom Farmers, right? Didn't feel right with me, didn't feel good to me at all. And that's just my honest opinion. Don't like to talk bad about other companies or other people or anything like that. Nothing against the dudes over there doing it. But I'm always going to give my honest opinion and I'm always going to be as transparent as possible because that's how I've run my business from the start. So that's my honest opinion there. I'm very thankful I did not end up working with them. I did not create a course with them because I didn't have any freedom. And as far as the courses go, there's problems with them. We'll leave it at that. Anyways, yeah, see, somebody on Instagram is saying that's why they didn't sign up with them. Want to do their own IP, not somebody else. Yeah. Yep. There was just like a complete, like, you're called Freedom Farmers, but then the actions that you're doing are not indicative of freedom. So I was like, so out, so out, so quick. I was like, nope. And they got some other sucker to make the course. So that's fine. I kind of feel bad for them. Because I don't think they're happy with what's going on either. Because they were promised this price and this commission, and now they're offering all the courses at once for $100. It's just so bad. It's so bad. Was not nice. All right, my friends, I think that's about it. Any last minute stuff? I wasn't really in the Facebook group. It looks like there were some people in there. Jason's asking how much of the business side is taught. You get Microgreens Business Secrets for free. So some of it is definitely taught in there. And we can dive into that in the VIP. Farm Planner is an easy little software to track your grows and really take notes on your growing processes. But yeah, you guys can get it at onetrayaway.com. Anyways, and FarmStar is like so close to being ready for launch. We're just finishing up the last little tweaks. But that's about it. This software that I'm giving out is completely different than FarmStar. All right. Glad to see that a bunch of you guys are joining. I'm super pumped to be running this challenge with you. Can't wait to get it started January 1st, but make sure if you're going to get in before December 10th, because that's when registration closes. All right. That's it, my friends. Thanks for tuning in with me live. And I am signing off for now. Can't wait to be doing this challenge with you. Can't wait to be talking and learning and growing and experiencing and just having the greatest time ever and getting to know each other on a little bit more of a personal basis. So very excited for you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for taking the challenge. Thank you so much for all of your support over the past few years and watching all my content. Freaking love you guys. Couldn't do this without you. So thanks again, and I will see you next time. All right. All right. All right.